Start spreading the news. I'm leaving today. I want to be a part of it. New York, New York. Dun, 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 dun. You guys like those Nike Airs? It's nice, huh? Check this out. Doing, I guess, political discussion today. As I eat what I have to when I can, you know. We're gonna do some garlic and black pepper chicken McNuggets from McDonald's, because it's not like McDonald's is something I really want to eat all the time, but we don't ever have food in my house, and I just kind of go with what I have to and do what I have to given the circumstances. But you know, things could always be worse for some others. Let me know if you're a Canadian citizen, how you're getting by, and if your job's paying you well or not, assuming that you have a good gig. New York, New York. As a consumer, let me give my views as a Canadian citizen on purchasing American products. As a Canadian citizen, you know, and consumer, I can provide an example. Check this out. I'm a musician, right? So I like guitars. This is just an example. And when I'm thinking of purchasing a guitar, you look at something like a Gibson USA, but would I step away from playing a Gibson USA just because there's a trade war between my government and the United States government? Because I'm a musician, like I'm the one who's going to pay for it. But if I went with something like an Epiphone instead of a Gibson, you know, it's the same people, they just manufacture their guitars in China. And there's nothing wrong with that. China makes a lot of good stuff. But if you can trade with China, what's going on in the United States that we can't trade with our American, supposed to be allies, right? What's going on there? It's like, I want to be a part of it. New York, New York. Why can't we trade with them? There must be a serious problem at the negotiation table. What are they demanding? What is the Canadian government failing to comply with? And is this a dictatorship or a democracy? New York, New York. My rise to anarchy was not entirely politically driven, and it mainly stems from being discriminated against in my community, where I was a hard worker, a valuable asset to the companies I represented. But once I parted ways with those companies, I did it in a respectful manner where I just said I'm leaving, and they refused to accept my resignation and turned it into a whole thing where I'm this villain, and everybody got together and said I was lazy and I was all kinds of things I'm not. But they all got jobs in different sectors, and they triangulated these partnerships and opportunities in my community. And this was my rise to anarchy, and it's justified. So now I'm a musician, I'm more like of a businessman. I'm keeping my eyes open on the state of the music industry, things I can do to really innovate and make a difference. Some people with global power have a problem with that. They don't want to see me do well in life. If they're anything like my family, which my mother openly states, she wants me homeless on the streets, eating out of garbage cans. Doesn't want to help me at all. And if she could, she would steal everything from me. Fight me, bro. Fight me. There's a bee out here. I'm gonna fight him. Fight me, bro. Fight me. Why you mad, bro? He left for now. Oh, is he coming back, Jennings? He left for now. Why you mad, bro? Fight me. Fight me, bro. Why you mad? Fight me, bro. My apologies, gentlemen, ladies. That bee was demanding I have a fight with her. I went back inside. Let me get back to what I was saying. As a consumer, as a Canadian citizen, as a musician, since I like guitars, Gibson USA is nothing to sleep on. Epiphone, which is the same people of that company, is nothing to sleep on either. But their operation is based out of China. So when you get a Epiphone guitar, yeah, it's manufactured in China, but still the same people who represent Gibson USA. So how does my government not being able to negotiate with the United States politicians impact my decision to purchase a Gibson, assuming I have the money to do it, which I don't right now? But if I did, you musicians out there who are Canadians, would you stop buying Gibson just because of what an American president who doesn't get along with our prime minister or the other people in politics do? Because my rise to anarchy is based upon two things: being discriminated against in the workplace and my rights being violated, which is partly being scapegoated in a community and partly having my rights stripped away, which is politically driven. I don't know how else to say it. So my rise to anarchy is justified, but as I oversee the way the state of the music industry and technology changes, I'm first to jump on board and try new things. And I'm waiting for the next innovator to just come out and do something, since I don't have the money to do it myself. And since after the scapegoating, I'm unable to get a business loan to do it myself, but I would. And if the Canadian government saw value in me, then they would open up that door for me and allow me to do it. Because when I do well, they're going to do well. It's going to benefit my country. If I come up with a groundbreaking idea that changes the state of the industry, who's going to take credit for it? Canada, right? You'd be like Team Canada. But you wouldn't say that you scapegoated me and hoped for me to go homeless and eat out of garbage cans like my mother says all the time. It's just something to think about. And that's part of my rise to anarchy. I digress. Until next time, gentlemen.